Howdy folks, here with the next part of the best Dishonored playthrough of all time. When last we left off, LemonPunch and I had been betrayed by our bestest friend in the whole wide world, High Overseer Campbell, and the High Regent, and framed for the murder of the Empress and kidnapping of her daughter Emily. But in our darkest hour, we received the gift of freedom from a friend, staging a fairly labored escape from the prison and making it to the city sewers in search of our mystery friend. If you enjoy our exploits, please consider sticking around. There's even more where this came from, and it only gets better from here. We follow the instructions written on another note to find a man named Samuel. We climb over a caged-in section of the sewer and watch two guards get eaten alive by a group of rats, bones and all. And those things were voracious. Those men went from clothes to exposed muscle to two large bloodstains in a matter of seconds, looking like lemon punch at a buffet. Following the horrific consumption of two men, we proceed down a hallway to find a dead body and more hungry rats who we hurried around for fear of becoming their next meal after they finished the corpse. A short dip in the filth water later, and we come across a massive wheel with another corpse attached to it. And while Lemon Punch dumped the body, I wondered what transpired to kill this guy in such a specific position. Anyways, turning the wheel revealed a room, which led to another room, but this one containing a couple plague victim corpses and another group of famished rats just dying to feast on our bones. After an honestly embarrassing fumble by Lemon Punch, he successfully baits the rats with a different corpse and we move on to the next room. It's in this room that after a bit of rope climbing, we find the gift our friend left us. In it, we find some special assassinating equipment made just for us, including a crossbow and a collapsible blade, both perfectly suited for murdering, backstabbing dick weasels like. And so we press onwards, new tools in hand, ready to put them to the test and meet this mysterious Samuel character. Lemon Punch proceeds to execute the most masterfully accidental crossbow snipe before remembering that he's played the game before and flexes with a drop kill, downing two guards and drawing first blood with both of our new weapons. He then proceeds to execute another guard with a short-range drop kill, truly and thoroughly showing me how it's done. Hey. Shame I'll forget after the next 3 lines of dialogue. Despite his masterful showing just seconds earlier, our shared brain cell switches back to my possession and he wails on one of the dead guard's faces, directing the attention of another. We then waste 2 crossbow bolts and some health taking down this one guy. Slight blunders aside, with that final guard dispatched, all that was left was our victory walk and to finally meet this Samuel fellow.
Corvo, over here. Quickly. I'm Samuel.
This is Samuel the Boatman. We had a running bit in the lost audio about how he's actually incredibly powerful and can sweep any of our missions in seconds if he wanted to, but I don't remember anything more specific, so just don't be alarmed if we joke about that next time. So, after risking instant ratification for calling him old, we're finally treated to the mission finish screen, where we find out some stuff we already knew, and things we didn't, like that we somehow missed almost 800 coins in the level. I don't know, is it just me or is that a lot of money to be strewn about a prison and or city sewer? Anyways, Samuel and I arrive at the Hound's Pit pub, the base of the Resistance. It's a rundown little place on a murky waterfront. Samuel instructs me to meet Admiral Havelock and the Loyalists, as he's the only one who can help me find Emily. Normally I'd have made a break for it by now, but I can't quit until I've at least killed the High Overseer. Samuel leads me up to a door, and inside I find 2 men speaking. The one in Navy Admiral Blue is unsurprisingly Admiral Havelock, and the beanpole next to him is Lord Trevor Pendleton. They explain mostly shit I already knew. They're loyalists who wish to make me kill people for them and restore the throne to its rightful heir.
We're going to help you destroy the men.
At some point they seem to realize that I'm wounded, have massive bags under my eyes, and reek like a city sewer, and tell me I should go rest, but not before instructing me to meet a man named Piero, the man who will be crafting my gear from now on. As soon as I walk in, Mans pulls me into a cutscene to inform me that he'll be making me stuff from now on, before sending me on a minor quest to fetch some whale oil from upstairs, warning me about its high explosivity, something I make a mental note of for future use.
Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Resisting the urge to chuck the whale at Piro, I managed to bring it down and plug it in so he can continue working on his project. The project I soon find out is my assassin's mask. A short fitting session later, and my fit is complete. Piro basically tells me to lift anything I find that's not bolted down so it can be sold on the black market and the funds can go towards the building of more gear. Something I was already doing and more than happy to indulge further. And quick side note, does this guy look like Show Tucker to anyone else? I can see nothing else and it makes me want to kill him so bad. Aside, it seems Piro finally took a whiff of my rank ass and sends me to bed like everyone else. In a welcome surprise, I was whisked straight there to hopefully take a shower, rest my weary bones, and dream nice dreams.
Sleep well.
Unfortunately, it seems dreams aren't in the cards, as I awake and step outside to an ethereal world and the new objective, meet the outsider. As I ascend to meet him, I can't help taking in the sights. Floating islands and debris, seemingly random small waterfalls, and among the chaos apparates the outsider, looking like Druid from that Marvel movie you didn't see, fresh from a trip to Hot Topic.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not?
He says he called me here because the fate of the Empire is at a turning point, and I'm at the center. For that reason, he blesses me with his mark, claiming that it will allow me access to some of his cool edgelord magic.
In the world and beyond the world, great forces that we call magic. And now...
Next thing I know, I'm thrust into a tutorial to use the first of my snazzy new powers, Blink, which is essentially a short-range teleport. In the middle of said tutorial, I'm treated to a scene of Emily being dragged around by two rich-looking dudes. Despite the fact that this is a dreamscape, I'm somehow able to interact with the message she's dropping, basically letting me know that she's sad and wants me to come help her. A plea I'd be happy to ignore if I didn't think I was in too deep with all this revolution stuff. I take a minute to admire the whale floating in the dreamscape before continuing my journey through the rubble, soon finding a frozen scene of the spy master, no doubt further planning his nefarious coup, and another scene of two people being chased by tall machines firing grenade arrows. Turns out things have gotten even more fucked up than I thought since the incident. Finally arriving at the end of the tutorial, the outsider shows up once more to remind me that I'm in deep shit, and to find runes bearing his mark to level up my abilities.
Ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name.
In order to help me find them better, he also bestows upon me the still beating heart of a living thing with a dial stuck in it. So just your average Tuesday.
With this heart,
I've been sent on another mini tutorial to teach me how the heart works. It will beat and light up when facing bone charms or runes, and apparently whisper to me when used on a target or location, like all magical disembodied hearts should. Shame we don't remember that last fact. I would have liked to know what it said about the High Overseer. That aside, the tutorial is overall uninteresting, but I make it to the end and collect the first of many runes to come, before a screen comes up giving me a preview of some of the abilities I might unlock. My favorites of which including something wind related, something rat related, and... The outsider returns to tell me that the way I use my abilities is up to me, and that he'll continue watching with interest. I imagine I'm the most interesting show he's had to watch in a while, so I hope I can give him a good one. After emerging from the sewers, we finally meet our friends, the Loyalists, and an even less expected benefactor in the Outsider. Armed with new allies and strange magic, we eagerly await our first of many trials. What grueling tasks lie in wait for us? Find out next time on the greatest Dishonored playthrough of all time.